guys, what's going on? Neely here from NGTGames, and today some Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam footage. This is going to be a little bit different from what I usually do. This gameplay is going to be some flamethrower and pistol gameplay. Again, something different, but something fun, I thought. Back when I was trying to earn my trophy, I forget what the name of it is, or the achievement, mind you. I was going for that, and I decided to use the flamethrowers. So for that, this gameplay is sort of old, and you'll even see me, I think here at about the minute-and-a-half mark, you'll see me shoot one of the speakers out. And when this game released, there was a trophy to shoot the speakers out of the propaganda speaker or something like that. So sort of two trophies of work here that I was trying to go for. Number one, the flamethrower, and then it was like propaganda speaker or something. I forget what the name of the trophy was. Maybe some of you can fill me in on that. But you're about to see me do that here as the obnoxious individual that talks over the speaker here. I just wanted to shut them up and get the trophy and get it done with. And you'll see me shoot it here in a couple seconds here. But anyways, back on point. You know, with the flamethrower footage I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk about how to best use the flamethrower and what situation to use it. And then sort of what class to go and what you want to sort of, I guess, use your pistol for. So with the class that I'm using in this gameplay footage is, and this is where I shoot out the speaker for the trophy, but anyways, back on topic. The class that I'm using, I go Assault, and for the reason for that, mind you, is that way I can get some more ammo for my pistol, because when I like to use the flamethrower here in this game, I like to use my pistol for medium to long range, and you're sort of forced to do that because the flamethrower is almost like using a shotgun in that you have to kill people up close with it. Although it does have, surprisingly, a little bit farther range than most people think, which you'll see as this gameplay goes along. But, again, when I use this type of class, my pistol is out for those types of situations where I know I'm going to have to engage a target, from medium to long range. And you're going to see that throughout the gameplay. The gameplay will speak for itself. And I will say that this isn't my best gameplay, but it's fun, and that's why I wanted to post it. It's not my best gameplay. I make some mistakes, but you know, doing so resulted in a pretty fun game where I know for sure that these guys had to be getting annoyed at me. I know I always get annoyed at people who are constantly killing me with the flamethrower, and not too sure what this guy's doing, but yeah, I found this pretty fun, so I thought I'd share this with you. I think I go something like 27-10 or 22-10. I can't remember. I was looking at my file or my video here, looking at the KD. I can't quite remember. Well, you guys will see it at the end. That's really not important. The most important part here is just giving you guys tips and tactics on how to best use the flamethrower type combo, and you know, just to show you some fun gameplay to boot. And one thing I should have mentioned, this is Cao San Temple Conquest. I should have got that out of the way, but I apologize for that. So if any of you were curious about what the game mode and stuff was. And like I said, this gameplay starts off slow, and it's sort of got like a pacing to it where it kind of like starts off really slow in this one, and then as this video gets rolling along, it's going to get a lot better for you guys. So you guys should enjoy it. It's sort of like almost like a crescendo effect for any of you music buffs out there. But yeah, in the beginning here, you're going to see me sort of walking around. I captured a lot of flags here to start, specifically this one here. I'm going to cut this out here. I do capture this flag, but I sort of fast forward through it because it's kind of boring with you guys just watching me sit here to capture this. But I'm not really sure what these guys were doing in the beginning. I didn't check the scoreboard, so I couldn't really check how many people were in the room. But I tend to think that this room was less full, simply because there just wasn't much action in the beginning. As I take a drink there, I'm gonna need it. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't sure what was up with this room. I wasn't sure if there just wasn't enough people in this room, or if everyone just kind of played cautiously in the beginning. Because I've gotten in games where people play conquest sort of cautiously, and you don't really have a limit per se. Obviously, yeah, you have the tickets that sort of dwindle down and the score goes down, but it's not really the same as Rush, where Rush mode, you kind of have to, you know, go now or you're screwed. It's that type of mentality. Conquest, you can sort of work up to build some momentum. But the thing with these guys is where I think they sort of hurt themselves is at the same time when they didn't sort of pressure us in the beginning here. As you can see, we pretty much have the whole map controlled, except for this area that I'm in now. And Conquest is a game about taking over territory, so more so if you are aggressive in the beginning, it could make or break the game. And I know that I just talked about how, you know, you can sort of play cautious in Conquest, but just keep in mind that the first couple minutes, even in Conquest, as opposed to Rush, are very critical, so know that. But Here's where the footage picks up, around this B flag. And usually B is where most of your action is going to be seen. Most teams are going to fight over B. Here's sort of a mistake on my part, even though I get him. Obviously, the flamethrower is really not going to work in the water. It should do some damage, but he should be healing himself as he's in the water. But again, back to my point, a lot of teams fight over B on Conquest, obviously, because it's sort of like the neutral flag. Obviously, wherever you spawn, if it's A or C, you're probably going to get that flag. Well, you should get that flag. Let me back up and say that. So usually the most action on Conquest takes place at B, because that's a neutral flag that both sides sort of converge on. So you're going to see where a lot of my action is going to take place here on this flag that I'm at right now. And there's actually good use of cover for me to take advantage of here at B. There's a lot of, I guess, shrubs, trees, rocks for me to take advantage of. So as this footage rolls along, you're definitely going to notice me using that to my advantage, because obviously I'm limited by my range and what I can do. So you're definitely going to see me moving cover to cover, in through the shrubs and stuff like that, and that's to take advantage of sneaking up on people. So that's probably the biggest tip that I could give you with the flamethrower, is play just like you would with the shotgun. You know, take cover and get ready for those up-close engagements. That means that you're going to have to take cover, and yes, sometimes you're going to have to wait on people. As you can see right there, I made the good decision, I thought, to get that guy with the flamethrower as he rolled by me. I thought that was a good decision, but where it can hurt you with a limited range is being killed from those people that... or from the people that are trying to kill you from a distance. So you have to sort of be careful even when you go out in the open. I mean, that's just not with a shotgun class. That's what every class that you use. But even more specifically so, guys, when your range is limited as a shotgunner or a pistoler or whatever you want to call that, or a flamethrower type person, you need to be aware of the range that you're in. And again, this is probably some of the best stuff right here, just trying to hold down B as we are. And as you can see here, as soon as I notice these guys coming down this, I guess, walkway on the right, I pull out the pistol, and then this guy here, I can't believe this guy moved back on me. What an idiot, right? I can't believe he didn't think that... well, I guess what he didn't think that I was coming from the water, so I probably caught him by surprise right there, but I was definitely surprised that he moved backwards. But back to what I was saying about the pistol guys, is that you're going to notice in certain situations, in certain pathways, I pull out the pistol, simply because, you know, when you're down like a wide sort of walkway or a wide path, a shotgun's not always going to really benefit you. A shotgun or a flamethrower, for that matter, is better in close quarters and in close corridors. And it definitely is going to hurt you if, say, someone has a spray and pray type SMG or assault rifle. They're going to wipe you out quickly. So you'll notice as I move down this right-hand side, I pull up my pistol in specific situations. And then when I get these guys up close, as you can see, when I'm hiding through cover, catch them off guard, I pull out the flamethrower. And it's just really easy kills, you know. It's not very hard. So part of it is just making the game easier for yourself, guys. Just knowing the situation that you're in, the cover that's around you, the people that's around you, how many teammates you got around you. So if you consider all that, especially the range, there's no reason why you can't rack up kills with a shotgun or a flamethrower. So that's definitely a big tactic that I can give you guys. So yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of in terms of the flamethrower and pistol. I'm sure I can highlight on some more as this gets going. But I'd like to sort of see your comments on what you guys think of what has worked well for you when you guys have used a flamethrower or any type of shotgun. Every once in a while I like doing stuff like this, using a flamethrower or just a type shotgun weapon. Just because it's different, to change it up and just sort of be that pest that everyone hates. Because I know for sure when I always get killed with a gun that's different, I'm like, oh, there's that guy with the LMG, or oh, there's that guy with the shotgun, or oh, that stupid flamethrower prick. You know, it's usually something like that. So I usually know when I get aggravated by those guys that if I do it back, I'm going to aggravate them as well. So that's certainly some of the fun you can have when you play a different type of class. And this area here is probably my favorite area to sort of patrol and get all these crazy like bamboo sticks and stuff. And you can just sort of hide behind them and sort of be a prick. I'm not going to lie. It's sort of a prick move, but it's good cover as well because people have trouble seeing you through there. So I think that's mainly what I wanted to touch on here. I'll probably just talk about the gameplay the rest of the way as we're going to sort of push up to C, I believe it is. I can't see my map. I always get A and C confused on this map sometimes when I look through. But here's an instance where I'm coming down this right side pathway. Well, apparently I'm going to cut inside first, I guess, here. As I catch this guy off guard. But I'm going to analyze sort of what happens here in the next minute or so. I totally forgot that this part was coming up here as I'm moving through. I guess I wanted to try to get A here. I think this is A. I keep forgetting what flag's up at. Excuse me for that. Okay, and I come back here and we're gonna get this guy. Well, I'm gonna try to get this. Wow, epic fail. Actually, I thought I was gonna get that guy. That's probably right there. I underestimated, or actually, probably I overestimated the range of the flamethrower, and that was a pretty bad mistake on my part. Probably should use the pistol on him, but you're gonna have mistakes like that, guys. Anytime you use a different class you're not used to, you know, it's just one of those things. And I know this is obvious, but the more you get used to the class, the more you know its limitations. And just that's. I mean, it's obvious. Like I said, it's obvious, guys. But the more experience you get with a certain class, you know, obviously the better you're going to be, the better, I guess, estimations you can make based on the gameplay, if that makes sense. So basically what I'm trying to say is the more you use a class, the more you'll know your boundaries of when you can use certain weapons. And in that case, when I got killed there trying to flamethrower that guy, like I said, I overestimated the range. So that's going to happen. You know, mistakes are going to happen, especially when you use a class like this. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. There's a couple pistol, I guess, there was a couple scenes there, I guess, where I shoot my pistol. I probably should have got a couple guys, but, you know, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I'm the best Battlefield player out there, but certainly there are ways you can improve your game, and I guess sort of me going over this stuff can not only help improve my game when I actually talk about it and analyze it, but it'll help you guys out as well to make you a better player. And again, just sort of rinse and repeat here around B. As you can see, it's been a pretty good struggle, I think, here at B. Like I said, where this area mostly gets attention, and I think we ended up pushing them back here, which you can tell. And I think this is the area. Yeah, this is what I wanted to bring up to you guys. This is pretty important. As you can see, this area that I'm in here on the right is pretty wide, and so that's why I pull out the pistol. It just, when you're in an area like this, unless you're really close to that person with a shotgun or a flamethrower, you know, I would definitely say use your pistol in this situation where it's a really wide corridor or a wide pathway. As you can see, because this is what people do when it's something really wide like this, they're going to try to find, I guess, the smallest amounts of cover. I mean, you'd believe it or not, people just hide in some of the most random areas on these certain maps, and you really just need to be prepared for what the map throws at you. So in that case, when I was moving down that right-hand side, guys, how you can see how wide it was, and so that's really not a good place to use a shotgun or a flamethrower type weapon, because anyone, like I said, with an assault rifle or an SMG is just going to spray and pray you, and they can easily take advantage of the range advantage they have over you. So that's definitely one thing I wanted to show you. I think that was the best example of when to use the pistol over a flamethrower in that instance, because I definitely wanted to show you guys that. But again, it's pretty obvious, but for some of you, maybe you don't think about that when you play. I can admit sometimes when I play, you know, I don't always think where I'm going. Sometimes it's just spur of the moment, but for the most part, you should try to at least think a little bit when you play shooters, because it definitely makes you a better player. But certainly when things get pretty crazy, it's more just instinct and trying to stay alive. So I'm not going to say that, you know, I'm sitting there with like a piece of notepad and a you know, a pen or a pencil writing down things like, oh, I got to do this next. You know, sometimes it is spur of the moment. But you know, the more you use a class, like I said, the more you get used to the maps, the more you'll know sort of what to expect, what you can get away with. I mean, Christ, I know people that just snipe on every map, and they do it really well, and they'll like no scope and stuff like that, but that's because they know their limitations on those maps, and they just want to have fun in general, and that's the key. So this gameplay is wrapping up, and yeah, there we go, wrapping up. That's what I wanted to say. I'm good. All right, there we go. Like I said, just a couple of tips that I wanted to give you guys of how to use the pistol and the flamethrower, or any type of combination that you have to use its close quarters. Just keep in mind a flamethrower or a shotgun type weapon is obviously a close combat type weapon. You don't want to, you know, try to use it in an open area. You want to try to use it with an area with cover and that's narrow. And you know, if you're using a pistol to back yourself up, don't forget to use that for medium to long range, because actually it's pretty useful. The pistol in Battlefield and Medal of Honor, mind you, is actually pretty useful. So keep that in mind. So again, like I said, hopefully you guys learned some stuff from this. I know I have, just kind of got sitting here and talking about it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I thought it was pretty enjoyable as we fought around B. So the final score, like I said, is like 22-7 or 27-7. I'm looking here now. I think it's 27-10 or something like that. So that's it. If you guys want more videos from myself, hit the link in the description here. It'll take you over to my channel. All right, guys, you have a good one. Take care.
Hey guys, we now have our own website. Actually, we've always had our own website, but why not follow us on there? There you'll find all our videos conveniently sorted into playlists by game, as well as videos from many other directors that are part of our NGT network. And here you can create subscriptions for individual games and only receive notifications for new videos uploaded for the games that you are subscribed to. Isn't that fantastic? No more spam video email notifications. And stay in touch with us on our full featured forums. Remember, all the relevant links are always in the description of our videos. Click on them. Come join us on our website. We'll see you there.